It's time to go infinity with Druid. And you might be thinking, boy, this isn't going to be that interesting. But what if I told you there is a way to meme this up with Final Frontier? Final Frontier has a 11% odds normally of giving you any 10 cost card that you are trying to search for off of this. But if we use the infinite loop technology that is being showcased in other classes, we can then instead make that 11% odds basically become 100% odds for things like Mecha-thun, Thaddius, or one of the old Yogs. We also do have the backup plan of the Hydration Station as a way to get a bunch of resources there, or Ceaseless Expanse, but if you can make an opponent actually stick around for 30 plus minutes long, you can actually get any minion that you actually want to showcase. And in this video, we'll be showcasing all three of Thaddius, Yogg, and Mecha-thun, so I hope you all enjoy. Now, for the Mulligan Guide of the Deck, you are going to be looking for New Heights as the most important card to keep. Outside of this, you're going to be looking for draw power cards such as Frost Lotus Seedling. And then you'll also be looking for any of your early game taunt minions so you can get into the late game taunt package really quick. Ramp cards are also really great to keep in your starting hand too. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Druid. This is actually one of the matchups where we could actually pull off the fabled Mecha-thun combo, because Druid tends to be a little bit slower, and they do also like to go Infinity with Kill Jaden instead. But I really wanted to showcase this version because I thought this would be funny, right? I know Warrior also would be one of the classes that can go Infinity too, and Rogue can also do it. This opener doesn't look that great, to be fair, but it does look like this is going to be a very slow game, so hopefully I can ramp quicker than they can ramp up. Alright, let's just hero power. We also kind of have to be careful with the Ziliax here, because in case we slam down Ziliax and they have Yogg, then we're kind of screwed. Unless we have our own Yogg in hand. Okay, so they're going to ramp up quicker than us, so that's a little bit of a problem. We'll just use Trail Mix here, because we can use Crystal Cluster next turn. Also worth mentioning, this version of the list we had to cut out Oaken Summons because Fizzle is a 3-cost card and Saloon is a 2-cost card, and I didn't want to summon them off of it. But I don't think it hurt too much. I tried some other packages in this loop before the last bouncing patch. Well, it wasn't a loop there. It was just hoping to RNG our way into Mecha-thun as after casting Final Frontier about 10 times in a game. Because a lot of averages, right? You should be able to, after 10 casts of the card, theoretically always get the minion that you want. It doesn't actually work that way. It just, like, percentages are something that's confusing, you know? Alright. Get rid of their minion. Also, that's another card that we kind of had to cut out of this list. I was looking at like what cards we could cut for Final Frontier. In theory, Among the Stars is a card that you would want to include because the way you destroy Mecha-thun is from the Spellstones. But again, space. Space is the problem. Things like Ceaseless Expanse and Yogg are just so powerful that I didn't want to cut them. And I mean, if we had Prince Renethal still in Standard, I think this would be really good, or at least decent enough. Right, so we could start the loop if we really felt like it. We have like a good chunk of the cards that we would want in the loop. Well, outside of the Seedling. Seedling is something that you just don't want to have in your hand 90% of the time when you're doing the loop. Because any draw power you establish, you're going to have to use it and then take a bunch of fatigue damage. And oh, perfect! They burned their Yogg. That's great for us. Okay, there's Ziliax. Into cube. So, I don't really have an easy way to kill the cube, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we probably want to draw some cards first, just to be safe. Innovate. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, we have 2 Final Frontiers in the loop of this. Next turn, we'll probably use at least one of the Final Frontiers. Pop this Ziliax. Nice thing about Ziliax is like, or Cube, Ziliax only has 4 attack, and it's not like Druid has a lot of ways to do additional stuff. We could also, like, if we find a way to make Ziliax lose its Divine Shield, well, we don't have to worry about Yogg. I guess they could still have... Wait, what's the name of the card that I can't remember right now? Mind Control Tech. They could still have Mind Control Tech, which would be a little bit annoying. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's see what we... Oh. Okay, we can refresh the mana crystals, because why not? We also probably should have hero power first, but whatever. Thaddius! Hey, buddy, pal! I love you so much. I miss you. I miss you so much in Standard. There's a few cards in Hearthstone's history that are just some of my absolute favorites. Thaddius is one of them. Thaddius, like, if you look at the history of my channel, if you type in Thaddius on the channel, you're going to get like 20 videos. I'm pretty sure. Because I tried to make sure I did like one of every class with him. I don't think I got to every class, but I tried. There are 19 videos with Thaddius in them. Technically, I guess I could include this and this would be the 20th. That would be funny. Good times, good times. I love that card so much. We had a lot of good ideas there, too. A lot. If you're a fan of wacky combos, like, check out most of them. Most of them are really fun and goofy. You all should enjoy them. Some of them are a little bit less so, but, like, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with Thaddius. Oh, Mecha-thun is actually a pretty funny card to randomly generate there. And Yogg, hey. So, all we're missing, really, is Mecha-thun from cards that I wanted to showcase. I kind of want to slam down Ziliax first. This is going to look weird. Well, actually, do we want to do that? I think we do. The reason why we're slamming down Ziliax, maybe, just maybe, fingers crossed, this is going to sound weird, but fingers crossed that Yogg will destroy our Ziliax. And it isn't like we have more than 4 minions, so we don't have to worry about that. Come on, give us something cool. Oh, that could be funny. That would require us to actually draw into a minion here. I don't know what minions we have left in the deck that I would care about doubling. But I guess Yogg. Yogg, like a 1-mana Yogg wouldn't be bad. Okay, we can pop both Ziliaxes. I don't know if I want to pop the second Ziliax. I think we're just fine here. Of course I have it every time. I thought I was I should have attacked into the Ziliax. Okay, if we can top deck Yogg, third Yogg, not second Yogg. I know that's kind of confusing, but like, if we can top deck it, we can steal the Ziliax that comes out of this cube. That's not Yogg. Well, to be fair, if we don't destroy the cube, then, like, it'll never matter too much. Wait, is there a way? Let's draw 2 high-cost cards. Come on, Yogg. Give me Yogg. Yeah, let's go. I still can't believe. I was like, oh yeah, we should play around Mind Control Tech, and then I completely forgot about it when we had the Cheese Elemental on board. We are kind of low, too, on HP. Question is, do we steal one of the... We probably do take that, right? Actually, I guess we aren't that low because we are going to gain a bunch of armor. And we don't have any taunt minions left in the deck. They are trading, which is good for us. I still want to take... What are the chances that... Well... There's 2 ways we could do this. We take the one of their Ziliaxes that have the Reborn on it, or we take the 1 HP one and then ram it into something. I kind of just want to take the Ziliax that has the Reborn on it. Oh, if we had 1 more mana, that would be great. We're gonna pop the cube. I just don't want to deal with it. All right, as long as we don't summon a bunch of minions off of this. Final Frontier into... We're getting all the Yoggs. Wait, or not all the Yoggs, all the old gods. Wait, if we actually generate Mecha-thun, we have generated every single old god there is. That's kind of funny because all we're missing is Cthulhu, right? I mean, Gahoon also technically is an artificial one, but not counting artificial old gods, we have actually generated every single old god except for one now. It's a shame that we don't have... It's a shame that Clown doesn't count as a corrupt card, because that's basically a corrupt card. It's corrupt without the keyword. And that's kind of annoying. Not too bad, but kind of annoying. The fact that we're in this game and they're at 16 mana and we're at 10 and we're like kind of hard stuck at 10 is kind of insane.
All exist in harmony.
Okay. We could AoE the board, but honestly, I think Hydration Station is just the better play. Oh yeah, and we have Thaddius. I forgot Thaddius was... Oh no. We're gonna have 4 minions no matter what anyways. And I don't really care about that being in rotation or not in rotation. We're fine. I know, like, they're probably going to slam down the other mind control tech, get rid of 2 of our minions. That's fine. I don't care enough. I don't think it loses us the game, is what I'm trying to say. I should have played around that. Actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered. We would have had 4 minions no matter what. At least this way, like, they have to trade to get rid of the minions. I mean, they don't have to, but they probably will. Okay, so we use Rising Tide. Probably next turn. Malfurion's Gift on top of that. We're so close to, like, being in the infinite... What? I mean, we are in the infinite loop if we can draw into them. Okay, Fizzle is pretty good. That's actually pretty decent. It's not going to destroy everything, but it'll destroy a good chunk of things. We can use Swipe to get rid of almost everything, right? Actually, probably should have... Oh well. Probably should have done this first and then, like, attacked into that. Because we're trying to minimize the amount of damage we're taking to face. Yeah, okay, let's test our luck with this loop. They don't have another mind control tech because they've used them both, which is good for us. Okay, well, there goes our minions. Now, if we can top deck into our Ceaseless Expanse, we're in a really good position. Like, I almost want to launch our Starship if we top deck it, just to put it in rotation of the Hydration Station. Oh! Okay. We can also, like, loop a little bit here, too. Might as well, right? There's a few cards. Technically, we don't want the Ziliax, and we might have wanted to slam down the Ziliax before we did this loop, but should still be fine. Also, I'm not really worried about mind control, so I guess this is the more optimal play. Do I want to be greedy? Yeah, let's just launch that to be safe. This will get rid of the Ziliax. It'll also hit our minions. Probably should have done that first, but whatever. Okay. I am getting a little bit worried because they have such big minions, but we should still be fine, I think. Okay, there's Void Hound. Okay. Okay, we got the loop, I think. Let's refresh the mana crystals. Slam this down. Oh, we're no longer guaranteed Thaddius in our loop, are we? That's kind of a shame. Come on, Mecha-thun. Aw. Let's choose the big bad card. We're just gonna trade. I know, like, technically, we probably could win the game pretty quickly here, but I kinda... We're what? 19 minutes into the game. If I can get them low enough where we can establish the loop, where we are just using Final Frontier turn after turn until we get the Mecha-thun, then it looks like they'll stick around, right? In theory. Because they, in theory, do also have a chance of winning, even if we, like, play really, really badly here. Like, as long as they draw into one of the charged demons when it has a bajillion attack, they could instantly win the game if we're not gaining a bunch of armor. They do have a ton of armor themselves. But at least they're out of hydration stations. I'm curious if people will start running versions of a list similar to this. A car is actually just bad for us. Frost Giant is just a free body on board. We can gain some armor. Might as well get the Ziliax. Slam down Big Bad. Go face, just get rid of some of their armor. We can just waste the restore. I don't think that's going to come up. The one downside about this deck and going infinite, though, is like eventually you run into the problem where you have reborn Ziliaxes on board and you just have to do something with them. Okay. What are we getting here? Oh, the Fizzle Snapshot. That's good. Okay, I'm just going to go face with a bunch of these minions. And then I'm going to trade into some of these. We're at 8 cards. Okay, so the loop is established. We'll get that out of our hand. Now we just gotta keep trying. I know we could win the game. I'm not concerned with winning the game. I'm concerned with good replays. I know some people will be upset at me in the comments at this point. But to be fair, if you made it 20 minutes into a game... Actually, I don't know if it'll be 20 minutes at this point, but we shall see. Okay. I kind of want to grab Deathwing just because it's another big minion on board. Trade into that. Pop the Death Rattle. Okay, good. I mean, kind of good. We just hydration... Well, we Ziliax probably next turn. Oh, we definitely want that out of the loop. Actually, let's do it like this first. Bounce that back. Get them a little bit lower. Do that. Come on, something cool. Something fun. I don't really care what. Just something... Okay. We're really close. We just gotta loop enough where we get rid of all the cards in our hand. That might be a problem. Because we have 2 reborn minions in hand right now, and then we get another one off of the other. Ooh, that could be actually kind of annoying to do or deal with. But to be fair, it makes it harder for them to attack into our face. Okay, let's get this out of the hand. I'm going to get Fizzle also out of the hand just to get him out of the hand. I'm not concerned about doing the loop anymore. Final Frontier. Sure, we'll grab a Yogg. Oh! It's a 1 mana Yogg. Come on, something fun. I would also take the back and forth. Sure. I'll take a 60 attack minion. Why not? Hey, the tables have turned. We're almost like in the exact opposite position we were before. Sure, that'll trade into there. The fact that they're sticking around, you know, maybe we won't do it. Maybe we will do it next turn. Like, they're thinking about staying and thinking about going. But at this point, they must think there is something up. And they're like, do I just sit here waiting for them to finish off their combo? Or do I leave? By the way, it is 1 a.m. right now for me. So, Okay, we use Hydration Station, we slam down the other Ziliax, and we just pass the turn. I know that looks bad, but I don't really care at this point. We also really should have... Well, actually, no, I guess we could get this... They have to know what's up, right? Okay, next turn, just because we do have a second Mecha-thun in rotation, we'll slam down the Mecha-thun just to show them, like, hey, this is what we're trying to do. Please stick around, right? 26 minutes into the game. I'm curious of how long this is going to be after I edit it all the way down, but I guess you'll find that one out. Like, we can slam down this, and I think that should guarantee us, yeah, the second one. Okay, see, look, stick around, please. I just wanted to get this animation off. Please, 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 please. I will destroy as many of my own minions as I humanly can. With also keeping... I guess we need 3, right? Because we have to do something with Saloon Brewmaster, which is going to be a problem. We could have won there, I get it. But we're so close. We're so close to greatness. If we can just get there, we're in a good position. I hope we can. Please. Please, person. Stick around. Please. Okay, actually... A poisonous minion with wind, that's actually good for us. For what we need. We also do need to get rid of this last Ziliax in hand. Which is going to be a big pain in the butt. Okay, this pops this. Pop that. And we can't really bounce back the Brewmaster. Just get something to destroy our Ziliaxes twice. We're so close, guy. It's just a little bit longer. I would have popped the Divine Shield on the other one, but that's okay. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Come on, dude. You can stay around. Okay, okay. That. Oh, I just realized. We're going to pretend that isn't actually a win con for them. They have to do 60 plus damage. I don't think it's possible. Well, depending on what they draw, I guess. Get a rush minion. Pop. Or actually, just slam down the minion. Yes! Pop the Divine Shield. Pop the Divine Shield. Come on. You can do it, buddy. We're in this together. And by in this together, I mean GG. Also, Ice Boy, if you're somehow watching this video, thank you for sticking around this entire game. Because, oh boy, I would have... Actually, no, I wouldn't have left 10 minutes in. Let's go. The Exodia combo. Obliterate. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. I played 20 games with the deck, ended up with a 50% win rate, which was probably because I was trying to meme really hard with Final Frontier. If you don't heavily focus on using Final Frontier to give you things like Mecha-thun, you can actually probably increase that win rate up to like 60 or 65%. However, because I was really hoping to show off Thaddius, Mecha-thun, and Yogg-Saron, which I got to do all in one game, I made some very questionable decisions in some of the games that I ended up playing. Overall, I think this is the most meme version of a infinite loop deck currently in Standard that you can do. It's a lot of fun if you love embracing RNG, and if you did enjoy this video, please leave a comment down below what you would like to see next, subscribe if you already haven't, and leave a thumbs up on the video. But until next time, bye-bye.